I want you to think about what happens in Minecraft on a daily basis. Things are erased, countries are fallen in Minecraft, entire empires dashed away in a night.
I fucked somebody in Minecraft once. Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
Just cool right there.
Alright.
Cool, we get to fucking sit it down on this table thing. We don't have to touch it.
But yeah, I walked into my church's kitchen and there was these like two old ladies talking about like surrogate mothers. And like, oh yeah, my uncle had like, they said, oh yeah, my daughter's getting a surrogate mother and she's Asian. And then like, oh, those people are smart, very smart. And the lady went, yeah, Asians are always the smartest ones. I'm so happy for her. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Aren't we supposed to be Christians? You know, peace, love, and tranquility and all that shit.
Especially stealing money from the masses.
That's not what religion is.
It's just unaware.
Alright.
We have been for like
We recorded that whole
40,
thing.
50
Alright, cool.
seconds now. That'll be the
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Saturday Night with the Boys. You have joined us in an awkward fucking moment.
It's not
That's
really
not
awkward.
that awkward, I guess.
I was talking about
This is the third episode.
fourth technically.
Technically,
Last one was Persona. This one
Technically, it's our fourth, but we don't want to talk about
was-
that.
we've talked about that first podcast so many times that I don't think we need to talk about it.
No, it's gonna be a running joke now.
We're gonna
It's
upload
be
it onto
like
Discord.
I'm gonna upload it on Discord.
It's gonna be the ghost stories of Saturday Nights with Boys.
Stories. The unrated version.
The unrated ghost stories.
Unrated. Saturday night with the boys after hours.
Okay, you watched After Hours on Cracked, right? Because I know you've watched it.
I've watched it like once.
You should watch it more. Austin, have you seen it?
What is it?
It's this like show on YouTube where like these four people just sit down in a diner and they just talk about movie theories.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It's actually really good.
Oh, alright. So, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but there's this, like, one comedy club in New York that a bunch of, like, really famous stand-up comics go to. And they have this table in the back of the room, right? That only stand-up comics can sit at, and you have to be invited to sit at the table.
Yeah.
And pretty much, if you go up and, like, do stand-up on the stage, their whole job when sitting at that table is to fucking roast the shit out of you while you're on stage. And fuck up your entire stand-up thing. And if you can hold through it and keep going, they'll let you sit at the table.
That's cool.
Amazing.
And it's so fucking great. Bill Burr talked about it on his podcast. And oh my fucking god, apparently he couldn't fucking do it. For his first try, he couldn't do it. And then the second try, he was like, hey, Billy, fuckface.
Oh well.
You know, like...
It sounds like a good time. You're just trying to do a comedy act, and these like just table of pro comedians are just heckling you from the back.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the whole fucking point of the whole thing. It's so good.
I heard that, Jalen.
What or what?
Was that your back?
No, that was the seat. That was the chair.
No, you farted.
No, my back isn't that.
He's,
bad right now.
he's not that old.
He's not dying.
Quite significantly, actually.
You might want to wait.
Oh,
on
hey.
I think it's from the lock-in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to say...
Don't you dare say welcome to Sunday morning. I'll fucking stab you.
No. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Hey.
Wait.
Happy St. Patty's Day. That's what we're trying to say.
Today's St. Patrick's Day.
Fun fact.
That's a really good fact.
You're welcome. Listen, I was actually trying to think of a themed St. Patrick's Day fun fact, but I was sitting there, my mind was just like... And then pictures of An running down the pyramid just kind of showed up. So I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Of course they did.
Speaking of last week, how was your guys this week?
Fine.
Oh man, I got work stories.
Just
Austin, I know you got stories.
we got work
I know
stories
you got
too.
Stories, Austin.
Oh yeah, me and Austin played Minecraft and griefed someone's house.
Should we
Griefed an entire village.
should we explain the story?
No, we'll talk about work stories, then we'll just leave that for the end.
The Minecraft story for the end.
It'll be just juicy bits, and me and Jalen can talk about our weird work stories.
Okay.
Do you want to go first? Or
I'll go first. So,
because you work at McDonald's.
So anyways, like I was saying.
So I was working one day, and this guy had been sitting at the table for like 5 hours, and I asked him to leave multiple times, but he just wouldn't, because, I don't know, he's crazy. And finally we asked him to leave, and he got up and just started spitting all over the table. Like, it wasn't just like a spray, it was like a condensed like
not a happy
loogie onto the table. But he did like 5 of them.
Oh god.
And
Rapid fire.
Yeah, there's some weird fucking people that go into McDonald's.
my just gem of a manager was like, Jalen, can you clean it up? I was like, oh god. But I was like I had to get this like biohazard bag and like
Biohazard for fun. Ew.
well, it is biohazard material.
Jesus.
Anyway, I had to like spray it to make it a solid and
You're
like
just tearing that fucker up.
yeah, it's a weird like little crystals that make it into a solid and then like scrape it on into this like pan thing and like throw it in a bag and tie it all up. But like my manager was standing behind me like almost getting ready to throw up. It was oh god, if she threw up that would have been worse because then I would have to clean that up too.
Do you have to burn it?
No, we just threw it in the dumpster.
God, me next.
Throwing biohazard
Throw it.
material in the fucking dumpster.
Actually, throw me in the dumpster. We need all 3 of you and probably in someone else too. I know all 3 of you couldn't carry me.
What? Oh, carry you? No.
God no.
Not even all 3 of us.
Tyler is a big person.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say fat.
Nah, I'm fat. Let's be real.
Hey, I got the idea across.
Actually, alright.
You don't look fat though.
Oddly enough, I have a lot of muscle under all my flub.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially my fucking abdomen. If I was thin, I would actually probably have a 6-pack. Because I have a lot of muscle there.
That's
You
what
went
happens
to
when
the
your
gym
body
so
has to
much.
carry around such heavy weight.
Honestly, I'm
No,
not...
it's true. That is actually
true.
like a thing.
If you're
Like,
fat and you
like-
can manage like preambulation, then you get strong because you have to carry your weight around.
Yeah, no,
You're
it's
gonna
real.
carry that weight.
So you carry enough weight so that your body can comfortably like adapt to its situation. There's your little biology fact for the night
Fun facts.
from the
Fun fact, on Saturday night, with the boys.
fun fact.
Fun fact. On Saturday night.
Okay, listen. We were.
Nor is it going to be uploaded on a Saturday night.
Okay, no.
You need to at least attempt to upload them on Saturday nights, Connor.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Not the second episode.
The first episode took 5 hours to render at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I don't give
So
2 shits how long it
don't yell
took.
at me. Also, I got the dates wrong.
Then let's
The
take
date-
them. Let's
you know
take.
how it's just like date recorded at whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You notice?
I noticed.
I don't care.
I just didn't say anything because I know it would make you look like more of a fool than you already are.
At least I noticed it before it was too fucking late.
Effort actually put in. We actually do record on Saturday night whenever our lazy ass editor just decides to put on the podcast on the YouTube channel.
The editor that shall not be named.
No.
Connor Upham.
Connor Upham, who lives at this address,
Little known fact.
this address, this school, this date and time. Here's his exact schedule.
Well, the thing is, like,
Posted in the description because I have access to the YouTube channel.
goddamn. But yeah, at least try. I mean, I edited the whole thing during Saturday, and it wasn't like the actual video; it was like the audio. And it's
How much
stop
editing
making me talk.
even is there, though?
Huh?
How much editing was there even?
A lot
The
because
first one, it wasn't that much. It
You
was
cuss
just,
like a damn
cutting out
sailor.
Offensive stuff, like some offensive terms, and
what like
What was that? What was that?
He said!
Wait, no! That's gonna make it so much harder because I was talking. Whatever.
You're gonna have to
But
like find and
second one
pinpoint
was
like
worse.
this.
Second one was way worse because you guys talked about a lot of people.
See, I'm gonna like drop a little. See, this is Austin Town. Let me drop something down for you. There you go.
Ah,
I'm gonna. Me and Tyler are gonna try our best to drop little nuggets of fun for you.
don't
this
do that
podcast.
because then he has to edit them out.
I
It's
know.
not going to make it into the actual video.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or else
You're right.
You could
We'll
go
just
full
whisper.
offensive, which I don't really want to do
Why don't we just go full offensive?
because
Because then it
like,
gets pulled from YouTube.
well, no, not
We just-
pulled. But
We just won't get our sweet sucking
No,
ad
just
revenue.
We
just-
won't get our ad revenue.
No,
That
just-
we're
that
sponsored.
we don't have.
No, just like. Just name it something friendly and they'll keep YouTube off of it. And if they report it, YouTube's not going to watch the video. You can be like, oh, they have such a friendly name. Like, name it a Teletubbies movie review.
That's not these movies. I want to say they're is, but it's like
There's like 1 or 2 movies
it's
about them.
not theaters.
It's like a straight to VHS movie.
They need to make a rated R Teletubbies movie.
God, it's so pornographic and stuff.
It is very phallic. It's a very phallic TV show.
Tinky Winky diddles on my winky, like some shit like that. You don't have to edit that out because that's not offensive.
Because that's not offensive. It's just weird and gross.
It's just me talking about Tinky Winky and I think ass.
So have you guys seen the stuff about the Blue's Clues?
Bet your bucket I have.
The whole John Cena thing.
The whole John Cena thing, yeah.
I think
Tyler,
they're
have you heard of
players.
it?
But they're actual players. The whole John Cena thing.
So essentially, what it is that
it's
John Cena really wants to be the next host of
so retarded. I'm like,
Blue's Clues, and the current host of Blue's Clues challenged him to a fight.
Wait, like an actual like
Or
WWE
not
fight.
I don't know if it was serious or not, but he was like, yeah, I'll fight you for the spot.
I have a feeling it was probably a joke, but goddamn, I would still watch it.
Oh, I don't
There wouldn't be anything to watch.
Yes, there would be.
It would be over in like a
This is
second.
so-
No, they make it like a WWE match, I think.
Jesus.
Like a fully fledged WWE.
They'd have to give him like all the weapons and leave John Cena like bare butt,
Yeah.
like butt naked.
John Cena stark naked running around beating the shit out
I
of
want to
Blue's
see
Clues.
Steve just throwing around John Cena like a puppet.
Steve has like an exosuit on underneath his fucking costume. Just
Speaking of Steves, someone by the name of Steven died this week.
good.
Who was his name?
Rip Stephen Hawking.
It's Steven.
Oh.
Oh, I wish.
What did I say about names? What did I say about names?
You pronounce his name wrong, so it's fine.
Anyway, Stephen
Stephen
Hawking died.
Allegro.
Did they try to unplugging him and plugging him back in again?
I know, I saw a bunch of memes. It's like Stephen Hawking's last words was like, I know the window shut off sound. Also saw another good point was Critical actually said this. He said all these people are like mourning Steve Jobs' death, but I doubt any of them listened to one damn word he said while he was alive. Like mostly people are like some like just dumbass kids going, "Oh, what a loss to the community," and it is a loss to the community. It is a loss to the community, but like I doubt you even listened to anything he said on like while he was alive.
By the way, you said Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. I meant Stephen Hawking. I apologize. Well,
Steve Jobs died a while ago.
I know, and Apple turned off the like head sign. I thought that was cute. Stephen Hawking died, but I want it.
Wait, what?
What?
What? What'd you say
What
before
happened?
that? They turned off the what?
There's like you know the Apple symbol.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of those all around like the Apple headquarters, and when the day Steve Jobs died, they had them all turned off.
Oh, okay.
As what the? You guys act like it's some dramatic thing, like some like idiot in the breaker room probably just went.
No, I didn't know, so I said, oh, okay.
Oh, like oh.
It was just a confirmation statement. It wasn't.
I thought-
It wasn't a oh.
I thought it was just like a dickish statement.
Pump his ass.
Ow.
Oh.
You'll
dear.
go through.
Goddamn.
Oh, needle.
How has Persona been for you, Tyler?
Oh yeah, Tyler beat Persona 5 in the time span of like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah.
3.5.
3.5 weeks, and he's on.
Yeah, he's doing-
And I'm already halfway through New Game Plus.
Plus. Shut up. Don't you fucking.
Here, steering off from that real quick. While I was playing The Witcher 3 a little while ago, in the DLC Hearts of Stone, when you're running through the main city area, you can run by this girl, and she says, "My brother gave me a sword, and I named it Needle." And when you come back to her and you talk to her, she's like, "Is it true? Is winter coming?" And you just keep talking to her. And she's like, "Do you know how to swing a sword left-handed?" "I do." She just keeps making Arya Stark references, which is really funny because earlier in the DLC, they made a mountain reference when you fight a guy called The Hill, which is extremely funny.
Is he the king?
Is he the king? No, he's a champion of the arena.
It's King of Hell. I was making up.
Shut the fuck up.
Is it a show or just the game itself? King of the Hill.
Oh God. Both.
I just made this 10 times more complicated. No, 2 times more complicated.
I'm about to say, why'd you make it 10 times more complicated unless Jaden's retarded, but he's not.
I dreamt I was a wolf.
You don't know that.
What? No,
I haven't been tested. Actually, I have a little something. So,
tested. Like it's an
Um,
STD that you caught from some fucking winch behind a Taco Bell.
reading things out loud for me, like books and like just paragraphs of things, I can't do it for the life of me. I like stutter so hard whenever I read things, and I went up to my my parental unit and I was like,
Parental unit.
I was like,
Downloading system files.
I was like, what? Is there something wrong with me? Like, can I just not read? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you have some sort of dyslexia.
Oh.
And then I was like, you never got me tested for it? She's like, no, I didn't feel like I needed to. I was like, oh, so you just like know I have dyslexia? Just didn't tell me.
What the fuck?
At first I was like, oh, she didn't get me tested because she didn't think it was like necessary, and I was like, wait, that means like you just like assume like, oh yeah, he's got autism.
He's got the diabetes.
Just automatically assumed that you were fucking stupid. You can't see it. You're
I
blind.
can't
Fuck,
read.
that's
Oh man,
an enemy that you're not even supposed to be looking at.
Mhm.
Did you just pull out your fist? Pull up your dukes, good sir.
Fucking.
All right.
I always read the word epitome as epitome because that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
It looks like epitome.
Epitome. Epitome. Epitome.
it's funny.
The epitome of the man's greatness.
So I probably have. So I probably have a little over like 120 hours in The Witcher 3 so far, right?
Pussy hours.
I know, Witcher 3 memes. But out of the entire time I played that game, it was normal, like it was difficult sometimes. But the hardest enemy that I ever fought was a level 30 enemy while I was level 16 in the Skellige Isles, which people who play The Witcher 3 while listening to this will understand that.
I almost unplugged the mic.
almost fucked everything up.
And there's this.
Stop fucking with the mic.
But yeah, so there's.
off the
It's super sensitive.
So yeah, there's an ice elemental guarding a piece of bear Witcher gear. He pretty much one-shots you if you're level 16, because he's level like 30-something. That was absolutely the most difficult fight for me in the game, compared to everything else that I've ever fought.
Was that in the medieval DLC?
No.
No, that was you weren't here. You weren't there to watch,
This is
even
basic.
though you watched a lot of really stupid shit from that
This is
DLC.
base
That
game
DLC
content.
was something else.
Witcher 3 is honestly one of the best games. Definitely top 5.
Oh yeah, you thought Persona is one of your favorite games now.
Yep.
Now that you finished it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're so proud of the fact that you had a hand in it.
Wow, Connor, you're surprised that I liked a game with a good story?
Well, no, it's just I like the game, but it's not even one of my favorites.
Well, that's because your tastes are different than mine.
True.
Portal 1 is your Portal 2 is your favorite game of all time.
Mostly because like
It's because you have an opinion and it's wrong, Connor. Because you're a woman.
Well, to many people, it's probably wrong. A lot of people prefer Portal 1.
Yep.
I can get it, but I
For good.
just want
I prefer Portal 2 actually.
Yeah, because like Portal 1 was just, it was really good, it was really solid, but it was just, it felt kind of empty.
I prefer Half-Life.
Portal 2 took a little bit more time and it was a little
I prefer TF2.
Screw all of you. I prefer Counter-Strike Source.
Because you need those source files, boy, for Gary's mod.
I prefer that Rust Legacy.
Rust Legacy.
I don't think any of you know what that
Are you
is.
drinking my fucking root beer?
I didn't know. I thought this was just ours.
Damn it.
No, you can have some more.
Okay.
I know.
Oh, try to get off.
I kicked it over like a lot of times. I warned you, but you
Oh, I don't want to spray it all over the couch.
I know. Just be careful.
But I'll
An
spray.
internal
I say that because in the background of this,
equipment, as in a laptop and a Guitar Hero mic.
In the background of this, Tyler actually had gameplay planned.
well, yeah, I'm just watching random shit while we talk.
Also,
Me and Tyler are watching gameplay while
'Cause
Connor
I
talks
I
about
tend to
idiotic shit.
I tend to talk a lot more if I just have something to look at while we talk.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's fine.
As long because Connor and Jalen are yelling at me because I was playing Persona 5 last podcast.
Because you weren't talking, that's why.
No, the
this
only-
is fine.
The only time he talked was when something happened to Persona. He went like, "Oh my god, I got one-shotted." Man,
I realized how useful Quinn would be like on overleveled fights.
Quen actually is not very useful in overleveled fights.
No, I'm saying no because the the bubble,
Yeah.
how it like the damage that it does to the bubble, you get that health back.
Yes. In this fight, it negates
I
it
feel you.
because the enemy is higher
Let's
level than
have
you.
a party.
It'll absolutely 100%
Let's
negate
have
the damage.
A party.
that guy's
Like,
What? Really?
yeah, the
it'll-
guy
it
who
won't
invented
even
the
count
Red Solo Cup is
Quinn.
dead.
Oh no, I thought you meant the guy who wrote the song.
I wouldn't care either way.
But yeah,
Red Solo Cup guy.
so
Because
I'm
Red Solo
watching
Cup is
this. We're watching
Yeah,
my
they're
fight
cheap.
with the ice elemental. It took
they're
me like
associated
7
with
minutes
college
to kill
parties.
this stupid asshole. And
They make for great fleshlights too.
What, little girls?
Depending on what you put. Wait, what'd you say?
No, you'll hear it in play.
when
You'll hear it when you're editing.
Oh,
oh no! I
Either
forgot.
that or you'll totally miss it, and then that would be in the
You know, I'm just gonna watch that.
that'll be it.
bad.
Is it like an offensive thing or is it just gross?
So I'll just say.
No,
no,
shh.
just say it.
No.
It'll make it a lot
No,
funnier.
don't say it.
Nope.
Just say it.
Nope.
Jalen, who are you gonna
Instead,
Don't
instead,
say
I'm gonna tell a work story.
What orders will you follow?
So I like to do a lot of accents sometimes when I work, and customer service is apparently a huge thing. I didn't know that. So my manager was like, you gotta start talking to the people more. You gotta start being more friendly. I was having a grumpy day. I spilled like soda on my shoes, and they were all sticky when I walked around, so I was not happy.
Kinky.
No, not kinky. So these group of people come in. I was like, I like to say howdy a lot because my family's from there, and they say howdy a lot. So I picked it up. So I was like, howdy, y'all. How you doing? And this girl had the thickest southern accent. And was like, oh, nothing, darling. How y'all doing? And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm a liar. I lied. Welcome to Jersey Mike's. I'll give you a sandwich. And she's like, oh, it's okay, darling. And I was like, oh, thank God.
She's like, where are you? What part are you from?
I was like, I'm a liar. Like, no, like,
You're like,
my coworkers all-
Southern California.
no, my coworkers almost died because of like, they're like, oh, no, because they know I do accents. And like, usually I go with it. Like, usually I do British accents. And then like, they see me go with it, like, just spot on, like, nonstop. And then like, this one time, I just immediately just, nope, I'm sorry, I'm a liar. Like, I pull back. Like, I instantly just cave in on myself and like, start apologizing.
Speaking of people confusing your nationality.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
God.
We call Irish.
No, at work this one time, these people came to the drive-thru. They went to the other lane, so I didn't really hear them. But they came to the drive-thru, and I was like, and they just started like speaking such fast Spanish. I was like, I can't stop.
You were
I
like,
can't- all I know is all I know is hello. Please stop. And they were like, they looked at me all weird. I was
They're
like,
like,
what?
"Hey?"
They looked at me all weird. I was like, what? And then they were like, you Dominican? I was like, no. They were like, but you got the hair. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Guess my dad's Dominican.
And they were like, okay. They spoke perfect English, but for some reason they decided to open their sentence with them speaking very fast Spanish. I hate it when people do that.
I hate it when they speak their natural tongue.
No, I hate
Oh,
it when they naturally speak English, but then come through the drive-thru just expecting someone to speak Spanish on the
Oh, yeah, intercom.
intercom.
What's the funniest meme you've ever gotten on the intercom?
Some guy spoke Russian, and I spoke Russian back.
You fucking speak to me.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. A lot of it's on a lot of the same ones. Like I don't have like really good ones. But there's
Have you ever
people
gotten
coming.
the 2 number 9 meme?
No, there's someone came in and they were like, can I get a Whopper or a Superstar and what are the ones from Wendy's? A Baconator. I was like,
I actually had one of those the other day.
Baconators are
They're
delicious.
fucking
They're delicious. They're just small.
Yeah, no, Wendy's burgers are small, but they're really good.
Like,
have you seen those guys make a lasagna out of those like burgers from like
Lasagna.
like 10 different joints? Like they get like they get Whoppers, Baconators, the McDonald's cheeseburgers. It's a video on YouTube. These guys make food out of like the most craziest shit, and they pile it up. Then they do some marinara. They pile another. Then they do some barbecue. Then they pile another, like the last layer. All just layers of burgers. Like they go to each of these restaurants, not restaurants. It's fast food places. They don't deserve to be called restaurants.
Oh, hey. Did you beat Teostra?
Well, that's going on in the background. Let me continue the story.
Yeah, just continue.
And they go to like Wendy's. They say, "Oh, we're gonna need 50 Baconators," and the guy goes, "What?" And he's like, "I'm gonna need 50 Baconators." She goes, "Is that all?" He goes, "What do you think?" And so she goes, "All right, that's gonna take like half an hour to get that ready." And he's like, "All right, we'll come back." And they go to each of these places and order 50 of each. Then they come back, pick all that up, pay for it. Then they go back home. They make this lasagna that's like. Since you guys can't see my hands right now, I feel like a fucking idiot.
Imagine, like,
Like a foot tall. Of just
Lasagna.
burgers from different signature joints. They do this in Canada. That's how they get away with it. No, they can get away with it in America
They
too.
do it again. That's how they get away with it.
Those
You can do
damn,
anything there.
damn Canadians.
They're too nice.
That free land up there, we're jealous. No, okay, so yeah, they layer it, and then they take it out, and you can see the individual burgers. They take a bite. It is the most delicious thing. I haven't tried it. I want some though, and it looks so like just calorie inducing that you're gonna die if you like even take like a lick of it. Like it's just so much fast food. Like you can see the grease just dribble down the sides, but it looks so damn delicious.
And no, Tyler did not beat Teostra.
That's my rant.
I just don't like two people like people talking.
No, I getcha.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, we should probably have like no interrupting people, because I've noticed like, especially
So
on the
yeah.
same podcast.
Anyways, Austin.
Oh my!
It's not
God.
even interrupting. It's just having two separate conversations.
Oh, no, yeah, that was a problem on the second podcast.
It's gonna be a problem on this podcast, too.
Austin would be talking about
Whatever the
something
fuck
else
Austin
with
talks about.
Connor, it's gonna be a problem on this podcast.
I poured myself a cup of root beer, but then I was just gonna open the root beer and just take a swig out of that.
Actually, can you pass that shit my way?
Yeah.
I'll have it my way.
The rat that sang that thing and sing it the weird little like furry movie. It was so good.
That little furry
I feel like everything that Austin says, I always just look at Connor and I'm like, what is he talking about? What furry movie?
You know the movie Sing It with all those animals that like
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I know what
Sing.
he's talking about
Okay,
now.
okay.
and the weird like Simon Cowell like rat that judges the competition.
I was like, there's a lot of.
And then there's like and one guy sings like
He's voiced by Matthew McConaughey.
I know. One
He's not a rat. It's a koala.
I thought you were gonna say Matthew Mercer. I was gonna be like,
Which is also very
please.
no they have another judge for it and it's no Connor they have like another Jalen they have another judge for the competition and it's literally Simon Cowell.
Fucking.
But
That's funny, actually.
Fucking raw.
no they Simon Cowell not Gordon Ramsay you freaking nubs.
They're the same person.
No they're not.
All British people are the same.
Too black.
What? Hey we got the racist pin. Let's go. Let's keep going with this. Let's see if we can get the freaking
Hey, it's not
sexist.
racist if they're white.
He's right.
Oh, he's black. He can make those jokes. Forgive me, podcast listeners. And I can actually say podcast listeners because we have like at least 20 people at school that listen to the podcast now.
No, we
Well,
don't.
Who did you
Yes.
tell?
Ooh,
I told a lot of people to listen to the podcast.
Why?
Because they all came up to me and said,
you can. Jalen gets a hold of the mic for a bit.
yeah, and all the people that listen to the podcast walked up and gave me thumbs up. So I was like, hey, we're getting there.
You're like, wow, this is really cringe.
No, they subscribed too.
No, they didn't.
Did they
I
not?
remember checking this morning.
Okay, then they lied to it, but they do listen to
And
it.
guess who 3 of them are? Us.
God, I feel bad. No, I
It
don't.
started like a week ago, so I don't give a shit.
Well, fine. They didn't subscribe, but they did listen. I know they listened. Oh, he's gonna look it
Like
up.
the clack. The
Go
clack
look
of the
at the
keyboard.
Because he's hacking, whacking, and slashing. He's hacking, whacking, chopping that meat.
Oh, so I wasn't working the line at work. I can't say it actually. I
He
make
works at a sandwich shop.
Yeah, I make sandwiches. Take that how you will. No, I really can't say it, or else we can be sued.
Yeah, we got like 4 people.
GG.
So God, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I was working. So I was just in the back doing dishes, and I went out to go clean the lobby because that's what you do. And this lady like called me over and went, okay, sorry, miss, what's seems to be a problem? She said there's a hair in my sub. I went, oh. I said, you don't get a prize or anything. She's like, what? I said, there's no prize or anything. I stole this from a comedian because I loved it so much. And I said, there's no prize or anything. She's like, excuse me, can I talk to somebody in charge? And I said, and I looked back at the manager. The manager went did the no thing to me, and I went, I'm the one in charge here. And she said, well, I'm gonna need some I said, there's no prize. And she got so angry. But hey, she already paid for her sandwich, so. You hear about that college professor that was yelling "fuck the police" during a Antifa rally? She's like, I'm a college professor at this place.
Why?
I don't know why, but she's like, I'm a college professor, and just started going on a rant, and everyone's like, you're a college professor? She goes, yeah. We're like, what? And they're like, where? And she said it, and the college was like, you're out of here. And then she got fired.
Bye.
It would have been even better if you don't work here.
Oh, we don't know her.
We don't know her. Well, you're representing the college wherever you go, so. God, this is a beautiful Mercy gameplay.
Honestly, yeah. Let's switch this into an Overwatch.
Domain. What?
Let's switch this into an Overwatch conversation because that's kind of relevant.
Me and Tyler are watching some Mercy gameplay of him.
Brigitte comes out next week.
Oh
yes!
I want Brigitte. Hey,
oh,
I'm
Brigitte.
the only one here who's played Brigitte.
Shut up.
Because I got the PC public test domain version. Your thoughts?
So, anyways, back to what I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, they don't care.
Connor likes to brag about stupid shit. Forgive
Only
him.
we have the taste.
I forgot.
Exquisite player tastes.
I want to say it now so I can at least say I said it. These guys have some weird fetishes for muscly.
Not
women.
weird, but just okay.
It's unnatural.
Not
You find them.
unconventional- Well,
Look
they're
at-
just unconventional for a guy.
That's what fetishes mean. They're unconventional. Your guys' weird little fetishes are not good.
No.
So do you, Austin.
It's sin. Yeah,
Austin,
but
yours
mine are
is just-
normal.
No, they're not!
Yes, they are.
No, they are not.
My fetishes are normal.
No, they are not.
Yes,
Don't
they
lie
are.
to me. Don't lie to me.
Don't
lie to me.
Liking big muscly.
Okay, look, Austin. Here's the
What
thing.
fetishes do you know of that I have? None, exactly.
Yeah, that's great. So let's just not put that in the podcast.
No, it's okay.
No, we'll keep it in the box.
Who cares?
It's a YouTube podcast. A lot more worse things have been talked about.
Yeah.
Like killing people and assassinations.
Or anything on the official podcast where they ask their guests every single time, how often do you masturbate? I think talking about our kinks is going to be fine.
Tyler just-
That is fucking
Shut
himself.
the fuck down.
What? Oh, I thought I was gonna get the 5 stars, but I didn't.
Fuck's
I like how he's watching his old gameplay like he's playing it now, and he's like, "Come on."
Listen, I was pretty good. I was a pretty good Mercy main back in the day before they nerfed my waifu.
Yeah.
Now she's trash. I played Mercy once
but we're still in love with her.
back again when I tried to play Overwatch again,
Don't laugh at me.
and holy fuck, it was awful. Like-
Leprechaun Returns announced first trailer release.
Wait. Okay, we have to watch it after the podcast.
Yes.
We have to. There's no way.
Hey guys, did you know that there's gonna be a mobile
Leprechaun.
Fortnite version?
Oh my
It's already
God.
out.
Oh, it's already out. Oh my
Have
god.
you seen that movie?
The first one?
Connor,
Yeah, it's bad.
did you know that
Did I know what?
Fortnite's on mobile?
No, I didn't.
And that's all this 12-year-old would talk about while I was helping my church this morning. Was like this. He's like, he'd just walk up to the other youth, like, "Do you have Fortnite on your phone?" I was like, "No, it's not real. Please."
PUBG's coming out on mobile.
I know.
Apparently, the people play the beta. Apparently, it's really good.
That's
It's
'cause-
a really good port.
That's weird.
PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG is such a big game. It's like, what, 10 times bigger than the map on Fortnite? I think
Something like that.
Something like that.
it's bigger than Fortnite.
It's
all.
I know it's a lot slower than Fortnite too. That's why people
Yeah.
like. That's why people. So, I watched some of Fitz's videos. I love him so much because he killed a kid, and the kid was like, "Fortnite forever," and then he just got executed. And Fitz was like, "Get out of here with that trash."
Honestly, I prefer PUBG over Fortnite
So do
because
I.
it's a lot slower. Because I don't like really fast kind of that. I don't like that kind of game to go super fast. I prefer it when it's slow and methodical, and someone who like strategizes wins. Because
That's how Minecraft survival games was. It was really fast, and it was really fast. Did you ever win?
Minecraft Survival was before PUBG, I might add, so
yeah,
take that one, PUBG.
1 point to Minecraft.
Minecraft Battle Royale. Did you ever play that, Tyler?
Oh no, hold on. There should be a Skyrim Battle Royale game mode.
I would play
It's
that
funny
so
how much
hard.
we make fun of Minecraft, but actually it's like a super influential game.
Well, I mean, like, we're not denying that it's like.
Yes, we are.
influential,
I'm
it's
denying it
just-
right here. I stand alone on my mountaintop and screech to the heavens. The normies in the establishment will
And
divide us.
but no one came.
No one does came. I came.
No one does game.
Is this? Oh, I didn't know you played Soldier.
Yeah. My 3 mains were Soldier 76, Hanzo, and Mercy.
That's
A lot of people judged me for the Soldier 76 and the Hanzo part,
Tyler,
though. Yeah.
Are you excited for the Persona 5 animation, or at least going to watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Good.
We're gonna watch it.
Like,
There's been a lot of like.
To say
They just released a poster for Futaba, and I just saw it, and I like it a lot.
like I can't say I'm excited for it because I'm not sure what exactly like what route they're gonna go with it. Like,
Well, they're
if,
just gonna do a story without the gameplay.
no, I know what you mean. I know, but like I'm curious how they're gonna like portray combat and stuff.
They'll probably just have like the regular.
Like the Persona 4.
Probably just fights.
I'm about to say
Like
the
they
Persona-
go, they just go into the palace and then fight
Fight.
the mini boss and then fight the big boss. Big boss.
Nuclear.
Snakes waiting at the end of the final palace. I see you found me.
Tyler,
Sick.
how do you
Can
feel-
love bloom in the battlefield?
Since you were talking about The Witcher a little while ago,
Sure,
how do you
you got
feel about Geralt being in Soul Cal 6?
Pretty cool. Probably still not going to get Soul Cal 6, but I'll definitely be interested.
That's okay.
I'm actually kind of curious how they're going to portray his character when it comes to terms with like combat. If they're just going to use his normal combat stance, or if they're just going to like port like another one from the game.
I'm willing to.
Well, with all their guest characters, they always like carry over whatever.
Whatever
Right.
kind of character they are.
Yeah, like
I'm willing to bet that it's gonna be like normal combat's gonna be with his like regular sword, but then like his super moves are gonna be with his silver sword.
Well, in the trailer, I think if I remember correctly, in the trailer he like pulls out both swords at the same time.
Okay, there you go.
And
What if you
does,
do
like,
that
super
in
attack.
Witcher?
Oh, dual wields.
Dude, if like monsters and humans were attacking you at the same time, you just pull out 2 swords and it's just like, oh.
You like that, you piece of filth? Are they using the same voice actor?
Yes, they are.
Good.
I don't know if it's gonna have a story mode.
Oh, the Eye of
but
Horus.
usually
I
the
just-
guest characters
Yeah,
are involved
fair.
with the story in some way, like
I just realized.
Star Wars in Soul Calibur 4. That was the weirdest crossover I've ever seen.
Oh, with Darth Vader?
Darth Vader,
But he was really good.
Darth Vader, Yoda, and Starkiller. All 3 of them were in the game.
Darth Vader was really powerful, though. Especially if he knew his force moves.
Yeah, he was strong. And then like other guest characters were Soul Calibur 2 had Link,
That's a lot of gold.
Spawn, and Hayachi.
Average
second.
KD ratio is 7.03.
And then 3, I don't know who the guest
Shit.
character was.
Oh, your career average. I thought it was
think
like
anyone
that
cares
game
about
was like
3.
fucked.
Watch me get roasted for that comment.
What
if
comment?
anyone ever starts watching this.
I don't think I've ever played a Soul Calibur game.
It's
No,
I played
I've
one. I
never-
played it. I think I played one. It wasn't at your house. I think it was somebody else's house. And all I remember is I played as the guy who has like the big gaping abyss in his chest.
Oh yeah, Nightmare.
Yeah, I played as Nightmare, and I thought he was super cool and edgy.
Solo Edge.
The only time I've ever played a Soul Calibur game was I stole the controller from Jen while I was in the bathroom.
I played
Yeah,
at
I remember that.
I played at Dylan's house.
So next thing.
Kind of steering this conversation off course or like into a different direction.
Oh, but anyways, I want to go back to my Overwatch thing.
Into a different
What
galaxy.
what is there to talk about?
He was gonna say something about Overwatch, but then I interrupted him with Greedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm actually watching this old gameplay that I have. I'm actually I'm actually kind of interested in reinstalling it, but like just kind of thinking of how badly they messed up my mains. Because didn't they get rid of Hanzo's scatter arrow?
No,
I don't think so.
Someone told me they got rid of it.
they didn't.
Really?
Well, someone's been lying to you.
Yeah, someone's a fucking liar.
Ah, the snake.
'Cause,
The snake of Eden has been whispering sweet words.
They said
into
that
your ear.
they replaced his scatter arrow with a thing that makes him just shoot a bunch of arrows really quick.
No.
Thank God. Oh my God. I was gonna be like, well, never playing Overwatch ever again because they nerfed my wife
When were
a
you told this?
couple days ago. Or yesterday afternoon.
Did they say it was on the public test server or just on the normal?
I think
Overwatch?
public test.
I'm gonna say I'm willing to
I
bet it
know,
was
and
on
I
the
haven't
public
noticed
test.
it then. If it is true, then I haven't fucking seen it.
Well, that's because you don't play Hanzo.
No, like even with players I've seen play Hanzo, I haven't seen it. Either that or I just haven't been paying attention all that much.
You probably just don't pay attention.
Probably, but like,
Connor, we know you don't pay attention.
no, I do. It's just I pay attention to things that like are right in front of my fucking face.
You know, I don't
like
really,
Hanzo.
I don't really care about nerfs for characters because it keeps the game just interesting.
Like
And that's why you're wrong.
I
dude.
can unless it's like something massive, like Mercy's whole change with her ult.
Yeah, no, I
like
didn't.
stuff.
I didn't even-
I don't like her ult now. It's because I felt like
What's her ult change? to?
her ult change pretty much like superpowers her.
Oh,
Where she heals faster, she does like a bunch of damage, and she flies around like a weirdo.
okay. Nano machine,
Also,
son.
But what they do is Mercy, if she heals one person, then the beam connects to other people, which is also really helpful. But like, I prefer the res because it was so like game changing. It would literally save an entire match.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that anymore.
Now she can revive people every 30 seconds.
Yeah, and with your ult, it's still 30 seconds. And it's
Well, I
just-
guess I have the unpopular opinion here.
Well, no, it's just like I agree with you for the most part, unless it's something that's just like so massive that it changes like the way that you actually play the character as a whole. Like your goal with Mercy now is just to heal as most people as you can. But with the old Mercy, it was just like heal people, but also like make sure that we can like save the game if.
That's why I liked her because she was a game changer.
Yeah.
Now she's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Like
I've always liked Lucio because he's never like his changes are good. Like sometimes he's been reduced speed or like increased healing or reduced healing but increased speed. It's nothing like massive, but it's just like tweaks to something that already exists and not like adding or removing stuff. I like those kind of tweaks and ups and nerfs.
I just feel like Mercy was really good as she was. Like my brother actually said that she was really broken with her full res heal, which I can see some people seeing it as overpowered, but I feel like it was really good with her character because her role in the team was to be the res.
Yeah.
Like, because if I want to, because right now Lucio is pretty much better than her in almost every way.
Lucio has been like one of the main healers for the game.
Yeah, like, and I feel like what they recently did with Mercy, well, that's not even recently, that was almost like a year ago now.
No, not even a year ago. It's
Couple
been
months.
since October, I think. If I
So
remember
it's been
correctly,
quite a few
maybe
months.
Yeah, a few months.
So now it's pretty much they got rid of everything Mercy was really useful for.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can only understand people being like, "Oh, it's like broken or it's like overpowered" if you're on the other team, because like, of course you're going to be like that because all the work you've done is just been
Just get-
undone.
Yeah.
But like that's the point. You have to work harder now because you have to redo what you just did. And it's just like
Yeah, like, and then especially because with Lucio does everything that Mercy does, but better now. Because like now Mercy can't do that full team res, which was like one of the big draws for having her.
yeah, and it was one of the most popular ults too.
Yeah, but because it was effective, it did what it did its job. But now that Mercy can revive only one person every now and then, like it got rid of the utility of her because her like wide team healing all at once. Lucio does that, but he can also do that while attacking. So pretty much they got rid of a lot of her effectiveness. So
That was the dumbest movie you just made right there.
yeah, I know. But like, I don't know. I just can't. I can't play that game. I just can't play my mains anymore. You know, like I even tried out playing Lucio and stuff, and I'll be honest. I like him. It's just like he's just not. It's not the same.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I played Reinhardt and Genji. I played Reinhardt and Genjo. Like, that was my main.
No, yeah, no. I played. I remember. I played. Yeah, I still play Genji a lot, and
Because you're faggot.
And I remember when he got nerfed and people were just like complaining about it, and I played as him and I was like, am I the only one that just doesn't care? Like, I don't care if people get nerfed. It's what
keeps you on your toes.
It's how it's the reason why it's how they don't have to make a sequel.
It's the only reason that I read the developer.
Like,
only reason I read the developer notes for the game was because I was like, "Am I gonna lose my baby?" Or like, you know.
Is it like
Oh my god!
basically another like you have to relearn it, and is it like that part of the game that you find interesting? Like basically relearning a character that you're already familiar with.
Yeah, I like learning how to play a game. Like that's my favorite part of playing a game is learning how to play it, and then.
See my issue with your argument, Jalen, about nerfing characters so that they're so different. Instead of doing that, why don't they just add a new character?
They have.
They have been adding new characters.
I know, but
pretty much bi-monthly. 3 months.
Every
like
3 months,
3 to 4 months,
Yeah.
they have a new character.
Honestly, I would rather have them like take more time with their characters because I
a terrible
don't like
Reinhardt.
Sombra all that much. I don't like Orisa at all, and honestly,
Well,
Yeah.
they did take their time with the characters. They've had these characters planned out for I'm pretty sure they've had these characters planned out for a long time.
I don't like Orisa because she's pretty much just Reinhardt, just different.
Or is boring. More is boring. I like Sombra.
Sombra is.
I don't like playing as her. I just like her character design.
Sombra is. Really, so I actually play. Sombra, I think, is my 5th most used character, and she's all right. I mean, she's kind of situational for me. It's probably just because I'm not very good at playing her yet. But like, I don't know, man. There's not a lot of situations that I find her being useful in.
When you looked at my Xbox account for Overwatch, you just saw like your most played character is Reinhardt and like Genji, like they were up there. Then you look at my PlayStation account and it's like, God, you play anyone besides Ana? Like, come on.
Oh, On was another one of my mains.
I love Ana's one of my favorite. Like, I don't know why I love her so much, but I just love playing her so damn much.
I remember I was playing Overwatch the other day with someone, and they were like,
Yeah, well, I don't care about you. Right?
I'm trying to tell a funny story.
I don't care about your funny story.
I was playing as Genji and they were playing as Pharah, and
Ana.
no, I was playing what? I was playing as Mercy and they were playing as Pharah, and they were like, "Oh, people ship our 2 characters together." I'm like,
I should mean
"What? Have you ever seen that?
it's everywhere. How have you?
Pharah and Mercy ship?"
It's called Pharmacy. That's why.
Pharmacy.
That's
Oh yeah.
I only ship Genji and Mercy.
Is that the only ship of the game? I ship it too, but like,
that for me that is the only canon one. Well, that and
I was about to say
Ana
that-
and Reinhardt.
That's not
That
like
is-
Mercy and Genji
Yeah.
isn't even a ship because it's like an actual thing. Like
it's the close. It's kind of like how Persona.
no,
3s
it's
are like,
it's canon. Like
it's,
like
no,
no
like,
Mercy and Genji. Like look at the comics, they are a fucking thing.
in game.
In game, they have dialogue about Valentine's chocolates and like how much they like care about each other. And if Mercy gets hurt around Genji will go like Angela.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Fucking ship. It's an actual. Listen here, you fuckers.
it's the only.
That was awful.
Okay,
you know how
let-
bad that's gonna be.
Let me pause for like 5 seconds.
Actually, no. Let's just keep that in because it's
Okay.
I'll just make sure to like de-amplify it so it's not so loud, but you get the point.
Listen here, you guys have the same shit.
It's the only one. Genji and Mercy is the only one that just makes sense to me. Like she fixed him because he was like dead essentially, and then like they obviously bonded over that.
Yeah, see, like, this is my thing with Overwatch, and this is why I'm not playing it as much, or at least the new heroes. The thing that intrigued me about Overwatch is, like, you have these huge roster of characters, and while it's not big, like, it's not massive, like League, where everything's
Those
just
cannons.
like, oh my god,
I was in
everything's
love
just,
with
like,
those cannons.
so overwhelming. You have, like, this, like, a handful of characters, or, like, a couple handful of characters. They all have stories, they're all connected to each other, and they actually have, like, personalities. You can, like, distinguish each one between each other. But now, because of these new characters, you're starting to care less because they don't have any place in the story, I guess. Like you have people like She was actually like from the past. She's Farrah's mother. She had a relationship with
On?
Reinhardt, maybe
On?
on
Anna.
Anna. Fuck.
Two ways
She's a
there,
part of
pal.
the story.
I made the same mistake.
She's a part of the story, and that's what made her interesting. Sombra's just kind of there. She's like she doesn't have any like purpose in the story. Neither does Orisa. Neither does Moira. And
Then obviously you don't read the comics if you think they have no place in the story.
I mean, like in game, there's
Obviously
no,
you don't read the
weird-
com.
I don't think like because you shouldn't need to read the comics. That's my thing.
Yes, you
be
should.
able to,
It's like
They
the-
should need to read
actually-
the comics because they don't put the story. They didn't even put the story for other characters.
It's like the Grimoire argument in Destiny 1. How a lot of, like, 90% of the story of the game was hidden away on a website.
yeah. And
Well, that's
yeah,
different.
should-
Destiny 1's a game that you can put story into. Overwatch isn't a game like you could like it's a MOBA. Like you can't show.
If they wanted story in that game, they would have made a campaign.
They would have made a campaign like that, yeah, but it's not. There's no place to put a story in between your spawning, fight to this objective. Like there's no like when you play online Call of Duty, you're playing capture the flag. Like you can't put any story in that capture the flag mode.
Well, I mean, you could. It would just be really forced.
Like yeah, you can't like the only story you get is their dialogue. And their dialogue you go, "Wait, why'd they say that?" And it makes you look up the story and next thing you know you're reading comics for like 5 hours about the backstory and stuff.
that
About
is a-
why
that is a legitimate
Reinhardt's
point,
hand is on fire. I don't know.
Why it says Ryan like they're making story with those animated shorts like
Yeah.
they're slowly building a like they're coming round circle with it like Brigitte Reinhardt's little thing they're coming like fucking
Yeah.
we're getting the story.
But like, I like Brigitte, even though I don't really like how her name's pronounced. I like her character. I like Anna's character.
Because it's
I
Swedish and we're American.
Hmm?
It's because
Oh,
we're
it's just
Swedish and
the
we're
accent.
American.
But I like
She's a
those two
Swede.
characters the most because they already had kind of like their already existing like concept from already existing comics. I'm sorry. Even before they were even like teased. Heroes like Orisa and Moira, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen anything from them before, like in previous content, so I don't really have any reason to
Want me to
care
tell you
about
their
them.
backstory?
No.
I don't really know anything about them. I know Orisa is made by a little girl from
Africa
somewhere
or something.
Somewhere in Africa, and Moira is a healer, and she's really obsessed with the.
Guess what else is
something?
in Africa?
She's obsessed with science, and that's all I know, and I don't really care.
Guess what else is in Africa?
But
Toto.
Nothing.
I like how
Segue to the music part of the podcast. Now we're talking about Daft Punk for the next
No.
hour.
I wouldn't
No.
mind a music segment.
I was joking. Calm the hell down.
No, I know. It's just I don't want to talk about Daft Punk for an hour.
Oh no, we're not going to talk about Daft Punk for an hour, but I think just us discussing music.
No, all
Okay, speaking of stories in video games,
fuck, just come out of the left field with that curveball. Why don't you?
what is the worst story in any video game you've experienced?
Now, do you mean full game or sub story in the game?
So many answers.
Full game. The
Full
whole
game.
game.
Me and Tyler probably agree on this one. I can sense it.
What do you think it is?
I can sense it in the force. Fuck, we talked about it all the time.
What?
Bahamut.
Oh, Shadow of the Claw. I'm kidding.
Oh, I would have snapped your neck right there. I would have teleported behind you and just.
To me, it's every not Battlefront, Battlefield.
I was like Battlefront.
No, because Battlefront 2 has.
No,
more
it's not the
campaign,
worst,
Battlefront
man.
1 kind of
No,
has a
no,
campaign.
no, no.
Me and Tyler have
Battlefield?
talked about the worst. Me and Tyler have talked about it before. I forget what the hell it was though.
For Honor had a pretty bad campaign. The Crew had a pretty bad campaign.
Borderlands has a
don't
I'm just kidding now.
Oh, I would have been so angry. At
No
you.
Man's Sky,
I would've been so
Destiny,
angry.
No Man's Sky, Destiny 2, and Destiny 1 have pretty bad campaigns. Monster Hunter World, as much as I enjoy the fuck out of the campaign, the story makes like borderline no sense.
No, it makes sense.
It makes sense. It's just
You
stupid.
You just didn't read it.
I just didn't care.
No, like, okay, it doesn't make sense to me because, like, you came to this island. You came to this island to find out why. Yeah, why? Like, the whole point of the expedition is to find out why the Elder Dragons go there. That's what they say in the beginning of the thing. In the middle of the story, apparently, where I'm at, you find out why they're there. They come there to die. That's game over.
Welcome to hell.
Game over is like
Straight
right
here,
friggin' there.
You know the Rotten Veil is a skeleton of a monster.
Yes. No, but okay.
Like the whole thing is a skeleton. Of a
Okay, wait. One thing I liked about Overwatch's characters is that they're all connected in some weird, like, abstract way. Like, Lucio stole tech from
Farah.
Symmetra's
Farah.
company.
No, Symmetra. I thought it was
No, it's
Symmetra.
Symmetra's
well, and
company.
Farah, because Farah and Symmetra work for the same country.
I
She's
know.
just a bodyguard there. Symmetra is actually like head of like
Yeah.
technology and like security.
Symmetra has autism.
Yeah. And Farah is a bodyguard for that company.
Why was that like an off-comment? Like Symmetra has autism.
I don't know, because it's like people are like, ooh, because Symmetra has autism, she's
It's
standing
some-
up for different characters in games. It's like you can't.
Like how that one idiot was like, what's that one with Judy Hopps? That freaking weird movie,
Zootopia.
Zootopia. This is a huge huge.
I love how you
Hoorah for feminism.
I love how you perfectly named the main character, but you just didn't know the title of the movie.
Yeah, like some,
Makes me work.
that one blonde idiot.
Oh
That one blonde idiot feminist. You know what I'm talking about?
Anita Sarkeesian.
no,
No, she's
Anita
not
Sarkeesian.
The one with the glasses?
Yeah, the one that's like,
Lacey
you-
Green.
All
you're
women are
Lacey
racist.
Green.
what? Yeah,
Lacey Green.
you're bi, I'm bi.
Are we
Y'all
all
just
little
don't
bi?
buy. Yeah, she's like, this is a huge hurrah for feminism. I'm like, no, it's a kid's cartoon show. What the hell do you mean? And she's like, Judy Hopps is like the woman in the workplace. I'm like, she's a fucking bunny in a workplace.
She's
of
a bunny
elephants.
that guys
I wouldn't
masturbate to.
I wouldn't say it's a movie about women's rights. I'd just say it's a movie about like
I want you to think about your words carefully, but think about like the people in the movie.
politics in general.
I'd say-
Yes,
No.
yes, it obviously is.
It's predator versus prey. It's freaking aliens versus predator.
No,
Like,
they clearly make like the predators in the movie and like the prey in the show obvious like allegories for like race in like society. Like you notice how like
the creators came out and said this.
I don't care. It's so dumb to make
Well,
a kids movie about
fuck
that.
my interpretation's better than the actual fucking.
Let's say my interpretation's better. I'm mad that she's like, it's a huge off women's right. Like this is obviously like about. I'm like, can we just enjoy kids movies?
I can't say
have
that I
something
like that.
What?
A creator like coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, a movie's just about this." I like it when a creator leaves it up to interpretation.
I do too, but like if they have like a purpose with their movie and they're just like, I want people to think like this, and not think like this, but like I want people to take this away from my movie.
I like
then
when
yeah.
I like when I can
Like,
just enjoy
if
a
I want a
movie
movie to
without
be about
having, like-
depression and people think like it's positivity and optimism, people are getting the wrong message, and I want people to be like, hey, this is about depression or like whatever I want.
I like when I can just watch a damn movie and enjoy the damn movie without having to think about what
There's
me and
movies like that.
no, like enjoying what me enjoying
Expendables.
what me no I don't
Exactly.
Yeah, like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
no like I want to enjoy the movie without having to think about what me enjoying the movie might like affect because
You don't
like,
have to. That's just someone else's
Yes,
opinion.
I know.
That's
but-
just like
your opinion,
man.
man.
no
That's just like your opinion.
because apparently
That's
me
exactly what it is.
because apparently me enjoying the movie means something to someone else and I just want to enjoy the damn movie.
Well, yeah, you can't stop.
Austin, it's like what people think about Black Panther.
Yeah, I want to enjoy Black Panther and be like, yeah, I like Black Panther. Like, then you're for black rights. It's like, I just want to enjoy the damn movie.
You don't have to. Then you could say you just like the movie.
Exactly, but then
However,
I get
there
racist.
is like a lot of people that are like, "Oh yeah, I just like the movie." It's like, yeah, you like the black rights part of it. It's like, no, I just like the movie. I thought the movie was good. They're like,
Now I'm a
"Oh,
racist.
you're racist." It's like,
Well, then
what?
they're wrong. Like,
Exactly, but they're
There's gonna be
wrong.
those-
But I
Those
don't,
people are obviously wrong.
I know, but I just want to enjoy the damn movie without having to
then
deal with that
just
part of my
enjoy the
life.
movie.
Exactly.
Like, you're gonna have to deal with those
Thank
people,
you.
and you put up with it. I wasn't
I
like
don't want to put up with it.
putting down your argument. I was just saying like you're just enjoying.
I
the
just
movie.
can't like. What I'm saying is I don't. No, like
Oh, white people are racist. Oh, men are sexist.
all cisgendered people are transphobic. All members of the majority are
I
biased
remember
against
that.
the minority. It's like no, because if the majority was biased against the minority, then
My name would also be Jack.
no, then black people
God,
would be biased against
I
black
told
people.
That was only okay. It was only one though.
It was only one.
It was only
That's your
one.
first strike. Next strike, you're fucking gone. I don't care if there's like a 3-strike rule. Second
My
strike.
name is Inigo Montoya.
All
You
right.
have killed your
Your father.
The
Prepare
best.
to die. Prepare to kick. Is that what you said?
No.
Fucking liar.
Yeah, I just want to enjoy my fucking movies.
I do too.
Let me just look at my big titty anime waifu.
Exactly.
Those aren't movies. Those are anime.
Are you sure? Are you telling me there's no such thing?
Are you telling me I can't enjoy a silent voice without you being a bitch?
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of anime, what I was telling you guys about earlier about about the Sony Rewards program.
The what program?
The Sony Rewards program.
Oh, okay.
How I
The
got,
what
like,
program? Go ahead.
How I have like 70,000 points in it.
Yeah.
I tried to get into my account, but it kept on saying it was locked out, and it said try again in 30 minutes. I'm like, okay. I tried again. I typed in the correct password. It was obvious, and it said, for security reasons, you have been locked out for 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna call Sony. So I called them, and they answered. They're like, how can I help you today? I'm like, what? I was like, what's wrong with my thing? Why won't it go? And they were like, oh, there's something wrong with your security questions. I was like, well, what's the security question? And they were like, it's what's your favorite TV show? And I was like, oh god, I made this account in like 2013.
It's Attack on Titan, isn't it?
What show is it? And they were like, Erase. I was like, oh, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Erase.
From out in 2013?
It wasn't 2013. It was late 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Erased.
like,
2016.
2015.
Got
Or at
it.
least like during that time.
I'm glad it wasn't like
Attack
on Titan or like.
Barbie Girls: The New World Explored.
Well, no, so-
God,
That's
I
fine.
knowing me, I probably would have put something ironic in there. Just
Some
some.
put like fucking what's that one little kid show from like Canada with the little puppet? I'm trying to remember.
South Park.
YMS talked about it. It was like the little green girl, and she was outside.
I don't want to think about that, so don't tell
I
me
do.
about it.
NASA people.
Oh no,
Does that one?
not the one. Not
Yeah,
Mandolin?
yeah.
Mandolin. That's it. Yeah. Oh my god.
Pamperan.
NASA people.
I
Shout out to all my people who get that meme.
So weird. It's so weird.
well, you
But
can
it's
backstab
so
these guys if you
hypnotic.
try them.
Oh, fight those guys? Oh,
I know I said backstab.
Remember? Do you guys remember the show Bear in the Big Blue House?
Of course I do.
No, but I remember.
please
some.
don't remind me anything about my childhood. It scars me.
Oh, did Bear in the Big Blue House touch you?
Come on, just show me on the
Bear
doll
touch
where he
you
touched
in
you.
your big blue
Unless
house.
you call my uncle Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh,
His nickname is Bear. And
that
he
was
lives in a big blue
no.
house.
That's a bad. That's a no.
It's okay. Nobody touched me as a kid. It was just me.
It's like the line in Deadpool where he's like, he's talking to the bad guy, and then Colossus is behind him. He's like, "Dad."
No, it's like Lucy K.
Oh,
like,
you poor wife.
Yeah.
no, it's like Lucy K. talking to the first time he was on SNL, and he was just like, "There used to be a pedophile in my
Have you
neighborhood,
killed the
and,
ancient
he would
dragon
always
before?"
strap by
Yeah,
my
it wasn't
friends."
fun.
And he would always pick them, not me. I actually kind of felt bad.
Oh,
I
my
don't think he liked me.
proudest moment in life was what was it like 2:00 in the morning when I beat King Vendrick in Dark Souls 2 with the with the
Oh, the
drag.
Sets die? Oh, the Dragon Claws? Or whatever?
So if you guys ever played Dark Souls 2, there's this weapon. It's a very minute weapon that no one uses, and I went to New Game Plus so that I could get it. Well, New Game Plus in this game's easy because of the
The
bonfire
bonfire
aesthetic.
aesthetics, yeah.
So
We forgot to mention that it's Sunday morning with the boys now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls, welcome to Sunday morning with the boys.
we don't have to do that every time.
we are going to do that
It's
every damn
currently-
time.
Okay, no, it's currently 12:46 right now.
Okay, we're like
We were so late. That happened like an hour and a half.
No, cut that part out. To them, it happened right then.
No. It just happened right now. No.
12.
No, we're
The
just
clock
like,
struck
fuck it,
12.
We're lazy. We were talking about like what? Fucking Overwatch? At 12.
Actually, how long is the podcast right now?
We're at an hour and 5 minutes right now.
Cool, we got another 20.
Yeah. This is actually pretty good for an hour. It didn't feel like an hour like the last one.
But,
because we're all a bunch of retards.
No, it's just because we had a steady conversation going on.
honestly, Connor, you should probably play The Witcher 3.
I would probably only play it for that one DLC because it reminds me of the Borderlands 2 DLC.
Dude, I'm gonna be
Dungeons
real.
and Badass.
The whole game is like that.
Connor,
No bunkers.
Connor, do it for her.
For her? Oh, okay.
Do it
I was
for
especially
Yen.
like,
No, if you're gonna play the game for anybody, play it for Siri.
That's true.
Yeah, Siri's good, but you
Siri's a really and
Well, yeah, because she's kind of like your dog.
Siri's like one of the most entertaining
no,
characters in
I'll
the
do it for
Witcher series
fucking
as a
girl
whole.
with the spoons. Tyler knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, the girl in the basement that had all the spoons.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna spoil some of the DLC for you.
Oh,
It's
no,
not.
don't
It's
do
a
that.
side quest.
Okay.
All right, so there's this DLC in Blood and Wine where there's this house in the middle of like bumfuck nowhere, and you walk.
I
around.
love that term so much.
No, what makes it even worse is you walk into the house and there's just spoons everywhere. There's like wood spoons, metal spoons, bronze spoons, silver spoons, gold spoons, and platinum spoons. There are spoons of here, there are spoons everywhere. So
There's a place in Egypt called Bumfuck.
so you walk. So you walk down into the basement, and there's this weird fucking like lich thing. It's disgusting. Oh, daddy! But
God, I hope the mic picked that up.
I do too.
so you walk down into the basement, and there's this weird lich thing, and it's like, oh yeah, you were set a curse.
I'll keep talking.
So there was this curse going on, and
I did see the spike. Oh my
so
god.
there was
Stop it.
so there was this.
No burping on the fucking podcast anymore. You burped like every 5 fucking minutes.
I think it was the mean
Stop.
word.
You
God, you look like with
Tyler, keep going.
All right, so
spoons.
you go down into the basement, and there's this weird lich thing, and it's like, oh, turns out she had a curse set on her because I forgot the reason. It was some obscure because she was like,
Oh, because she didn't feed a homeless person.
yeah, she didn't feed some homeless guy, and he set a curse on her.
It's the
Beauty and the Beast.
But
it's that classic Disney lineup.
so pretty much she has to sit someone down and eat food with them, or else like
That's a good chunk of damage.
pretty much she'll stay like that way forever.
Yeah.
So you pretty much go and eat food with her, and she's just sitting there, and you can't eat with spoons, no spoon, and so the whole quest is pretty much just in the basement of that stupid ass house, eating fucking dinner with some random lich thing. Oh, and it was ugly. That thing
I was
had.
gonna ask if she was pretty or not.
Oh no, that thing had.
She'd be pretty. Why would a curse ever like, hey, you're pretty now?
Here-
Suffer.
No, I forgot about the part. I
Alright,
forgot.
so
I
here-
thought she was just nuts.
It's just
Her-
like, hey, guess what?
Alright. This is probably not gonna be. This is probably gonna be too descriptive. But her like tits were sagging down to her knees. It was disgusting.
Yeah, because she was a lich.
No, I thought it was gonna be like a context. There was a game called Kid Icarus Uprising, and yeah, the conversation just went two completely different directions.
Gone.
There's a character named Medusa, which it's just Medusa, but Palutena like banished her for being too pretty, for being prettier than her,
The thought who got shot.
and she made her ugly, but in turn it just kind of made her look a little bit more attractive.
Okay.
And Palutena's like, dang it.
Did you ever do the Yen quest where you have to like Quen's romance quest and you reject her?
Who's?
Yen's to fully romance Yen, you have to do the quest.
No, because I never romanced Yen. Because
No,
I'm a man
no,
of
no,
taste.
no, no.
Oh, you are wrong,
No,
sir.
Tyler, you do it to like reject her. Have you never done it?
Which one is it? Oh, is it the one where she teleports you outside regularly?
No, she where you have to go to the boat and fight the genie.
What the fuck
Okay,
are you talking about?
so after
I rejected Yen twice and never had to do that.
then you haven't fully rejected Yen.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I
fully
boned
reject
Triss right in front of her.
her. Right in front of her. No, to fully reject. So after the
Something tells me you guys were making faces behind my back.
No, you guys' conversation, and then he's just like, I boned her right in front of her.
no, so after you like absorb the garden,
Mhm.
you have this option to go give do a quest for her, and she takes you to fight a genie. Because in Witcher, it's like 1 or 2, you go fight a genie and you wish for you two to always be together. So she's like trying to be like, we do this thing because like throughout the whole like even the books, you and Yen are like an on and off thing. Like you guys attract to
Friends with benefits.
No, not even no. Like you guys attract because you guys are always married, and you guys like get together and then you break apart. You guys are together, then you break apart. Well, she wants to know
Man,
whether
it's almost like the relationship is dysfunctional.
no fuck off, and she wants to know whether this is like actual love or it's just like the genie's magic. So she goes and fights a genie, and
you help her obviously. And after she fights the genie, she says break the spell that's like that binds me and him, and she breaks the spell, and she's like, I don't feel any different. Like she's basically saying, I still love you the same I did before this, and you have the option to go, I feel nothing now. Like she literally goes, I still love you. Like I'm still married to you, and you have the option to just flat out in her face, I feel nothing. I don't want to be with you anymore. And she goes, what? But I still feel the same. And you're just like, well, the spell is broken. I don't love you. You're like, I'm like, sweet Mother Teresa on him.
If I was gonna break up with Yennefer, I just
break up with Triss is easy. You just don't say I love you at the end. Like that's. It's not depressing. It's not sad. It's just you go.
Nah, I just ignored her.
I like Yennefer.
No, like.
Alright, listen, I'm the only Triss guy in here anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's because Trish is a whore.
Yep. Yep, she is, and I am a weak man for whores and gingers.
Obviously, but we
heated in this podcast.
just getting heated. God, I'm getting sweat marks. No,
451.
Fahrenheit. What Ray Bradbury fans out there, we just made a meme for your ass. But
I can't wait for that HBO show to come out.
God, it's gonna be so good.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Oh, isn't Guy
Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
Rejecting Trish, you don't even reject her. She just like, you go, I'm gonna miss you, bye, and she gets on the boat. Like Dijkstra goes, you're not a man. Like Dijkstra like disses you, but that's about it.
But Dijkstra always disses you.
That's because I love Dijkstra. So
Dijkstra's a good boy.
But rejecting Yen is like you flat out tell her to her face, I don't love you anymore. Bye. And then you like fuck your daughter's older sister basically, which is kind of weird because when you get back
Perfect.
to I love when you rescue Triss. It's the best thing in the world because like, have you rescued? No, wait, you're in the early part of the game, Jalen.
I'm okay. I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm past White Orchard.
Okay, that's not far enough though.
That's like it.
I met what's her name?
Just tell me what the last. Oh, did you meet
Mott's.
Mott's?
Metz.
Kira Metz.
Kinemats.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm in the dungeon, and I saved right before the fight with one of the boss hunt guys.
So
Christ, you're like 3 hours in.
when you save
No,
Ciri,
Tyler, I haven't played the game that much.
when you save Ciri, you like warp back to Kaer Morhen, and Vesemir's just like, oh like almost has a heart attack because of how like you just warp.
I
Right
hate
into,
teleporting.
like you just warp right into the fight.
I hate to
Like Vesemir's just all alone at like Kaer Morhen, just like brushing the horses, and then you walk out with like his granddaughter, and he's like,
No, I
You
love
can see the
the part.
cum
I love the
dripping.
part in the dungeon. I love the part in the dungeon with Kiara where you go inside the portal and you guys end up in two different places, and you're like, "This is why I hate teleporting."
Geralt, if you read the books, Geralt has like a legit fucking reason to hate teleporting. It rarely goes well for him. Rarely.
He also like vomited one time when he came out, when he was like, all right, well.
I love that trope of like teleporting being very dangerous to the body, and people just like getting very violently ill after teleporting.
You know what, Connor? This is it. I've had enough.
So we're an hour and 15 minutes into the podcast. Austin, you promised that we would save this little story.
you're-
Oh,
Very end of the
boy!
podcast.
You want to tell
All
I'm
right,
going to
so
tell what the entire
Okay,
logo,
so
the title
let
of
me
the-
explain.
No. I feel like Austin is the best one to explain the story because he's so essential to the story,
so essential.
and it's so like interesting to see how events unfold even before the story actually fucking happens.
Okay, come up with names. Go.
So
Black and purple. There.
Toxic and
Black and purple.
black and purple.
Black hair,
We're
purple
gonna-
hair.
We're gonna stick with
Ta-da!
black and purple.
And then purple boyfriend. There. Like, that's all the names that you need.
ew, that's gay.
So Black and purple are both my exes. Yeah, entertaining story there. That's a story for another podcast. Right now we're talking about, so Black has a Minecraft village. Yeah. Here comes the fun part. And she's not 12. She's actually at my
That's
age.
right, we're Chads who play Minecraft.
Yes, we
17.
are Chads at my age.
Two are. Me and Jay have not played Minecraft in a very long time.
Well, I play Minecraft because I like
I'm gonna
building.
get Terraria.
Anyway,
Everyone-
let's shut up. Let's get on with the story. So
we can go off on tangents.
no, we can't.
No. I'd rather keep on the
So-
story since we have very limited time now.
So we don't have limited time. You want to limit it to an hour or 30. Like this is just going to give you extra time, all right?
It's gonna be easier.
This is just because you have to cut out like half of the stuff we talked to.
So this will just give you
Not even
more.
half, like maybe.
This one has
So-
actually been pretty tame.
Me and Black, even though we're very attracted to each other, have a very dysfunctional relationship.
That sounds funny as hell. Me and Black.
Me and Black, she's not. She's white, so it's fine. But we have a very dysfunctional relationship, no matter how much we care about each other. And
She's one of the photo negative Austin.
no, she's not one of the fun.
Call back.
Like the first time. Like,
So-
fucking why?
So me and Tyler, yeah, but wait, I forgot. I was like, man, can I say your name? So we were playing.
You shall call me Big Dick Bazuso.
So Big Dick Bazuso and I, we were planning this for weeks. Like I was planning it, and Tyler said, like,
Well, okay, hold on. Now we weren't planning it for weeks. We just like made a joke about it like the week before, and we're like, man, what if we just like beat the shit out of them?
he joined in a
Oh,
week
in real
before.
life, of course.
I've been no, I was like actually planning this for a while. Like I was gathering TNT and resources, and TNT's gone though. It was before we got there. So because I used it for something more exciting.
Your sex dungeon.
Yes. You have 5 minutes before this TNT explodes. Twist my nipples. No, no, that's it's in Minecraft. It doesn't count.
That makes it worse.
If Minecraft is your kink, then yes.
God, those
That is worse.
block tits bouncing up and down just get me going. No, so I've been playing this for weeks. Tyler makes a joke about it, and so Tyler unknowingly joins the fray. Jalen wants to join.
Unknowingly, I literally
I know.
offered like, hey, let's fucking.
So,
grief
and
this
so
shit
now
out.
I'm an accomplice and one that would take the blame for all this.
It's true. I said I would take the blame for it, even though I didn't. In the end, you still took the blame.
I know. I was like, I don't care if Tyler did. Okay. Anyway, so me and Black broke up, and then but the plan was set like a few days after, and I was like, oh wow, this might be like seen as a result of me and Black's relationship breaking up. And it was, I was like, nah. So I went.
And look where that
Yeah,
went.
they got so I
I
didn't
got fucking triggered.
very.
Oh, okay.
So me and Tyler do the deed, and
Yeah,
Black
dude, dirty deeds don't
Black
come cheap.
texted me while I was with Tyler, and she said, "You are pathetic," and I said, "I believe that's 9 words." Oh wait, her exact sentence was, "I have 3 words for you. You are pathetic," and I said, "I think that's 9 words." So or like 6. I don't know the exact number.
Smart ass.
I know. That didn't make her happy. She said, "I'm not in the mood for your games." I said, "And I'm not in the mood for your bullshit."
Both of you are smart asses.
We are.
One's just smarter than the other.
Yes, me. So, debatable.
Arguable. That's debatable.
No, let's be real.
So, she says, I said, why, what happened? And she's like, you know what you did. I said, oh, our house is, yeah, that's a shame. Like, I didn't know shit. And she said she wanted to kill herself because we griefed her house in Minecraft.
That part just gets me.
Like, that's what gets everybody. She said that she
All
would...
right,
part just pulls on
you
my
can
heart.
describe the overall event, but I want to describe in detail exactly everything we did.
We don't have to go that far.
No, that's a little
No.
too much in detail.
I'm gonna do it because it was so good.
No, don't do it.
Don't.
Think of scorched earth policy, and that's what we did to her house.
I was not a part of it.
All right, hold on. Think of it like this.
Scorched
Imagine a
earth
watermelon and then someone shooting the watermelon. That
Yeah,
was their
No,
entire
imagine
race.
the watermelon and someone sticking a fat man inside of the watermelon.
No, you know that comedian that used to like smash watermelons and like
Gallagher.
hit an object?
Gallagher.
Gallagher?
That's why.
Just imagine their little Minecraft town is a watermelon.
You guys keep on describing it weird. We put like 2 to 3 blocks of TNT and burned down the rest. So yeah, so they were calling me childish for griefing their houses when literally Black said that she'd kill herself over her house, and
I love Ruby.
yeah. So and Purple was like kept texting me like, I can't believe you did this to her. I can't believe you did.
God.
Did I say sexting?
Yeah, you
Oh.
did.
Sending lewd pictures while complaining about Minecraft.
While
Griefed
while
my
sexting.
Minecraft house.
God, I would not. God, but that would be so awful looking at a kitchen table.
What?
Oh man.
Oh.
Purple's
Oh my
The
God.
great
purple's like negative A cups, like shit.
Please don't remove that.
What?
You might have to.
No.
What?
Purple's
Remove what? The Great Plains.
The great salt flats.
no. So purple texts me, and she's pretty.
Oh, we're keeping that because that's fucking.
So purple kept texting me.
Fucking Yusuke, look at us.
Oh my God.
So purple texted me. Fucking shut up. I'm trying to finish the damn story like you wanted me to, boss.
I'm sorry.
So
So,
fuck off. Fat fuck. Shut your goddamn slobbery mouth. So Purple's texting me about how she can't believe that I did all this to fuck, I said it again. Fuck. So Purple's texting me about how she can't believe that I did. So Purple was texting me about how she couldn't believe I did this to Black because of our breakup. She said she couldn't believe that I did it to her, and the worst thing.
You've done this.
Yeah, basically. And then the worst thing wasn't that I did it to Black, but the worst thing was that I even did it to her. So I was like, hold the fuck up. So the whole problem isn't what I did to Black, it's what I did to you. She said no. I said that's literally what you just said. You weren't mad that I did it to Black, you were mad that I did it to you. So you're not even like...
You fat cunt.
And then she started calling me childish for doing all this. I said, excuse me, you are literally cussing at me, calling a childish asshole for griefing your Minecraft house. And Black said she'd kill herself because I
Every
griefed her.
time Minecraft is brought up in this story, it just tears a piece from my soul.
So, like, are you with me? Like, I griefed your house in Minecraft, and we weren't even that thorough. Like, we
I have
searched,
another story to follow up.
like,
this
we
up with.
searched their chest and burned everything.
Yeah, anything that we didn't steal, we burned afterwards.
Like,
Every
we,
time
like,
Minecraft
not,
is-
not only did we, like, we blew up, like, maybe, like, only the front of their house. They went in and got rid of everything of mine. I was like, I'm childish. You're doing what I did, but you're being more thorough about the situation.
Nah, let's be real. We were pretty thorough, Austin.
No,
we
Tyler, we blew up the fronts of their houses. They still had the back half of their houses. Like, yeah, we
Well,
went
that's because
through.
we didn't have enough TNT. We would have massacred their entire town if we had enough TNT for it.
We did. We burnt everything, but like they're speaking like I went through and like nothing was left but trees. No, they still had like the back halves of their house. The only part we were thorough about was about deleting everything.
Yeah.
My house, I'm not even mad at. It's completely gone.
That was actually our original plan. My original plan was to destroy everything, clean out the entire area, flatten everything, fill up all the crevices with like cobblestone, and plant trees where everything used to be so that when they rejoined it looked like everything was rolled back.
And Black was like, I was like, wow, that's pretty petty. She's like, I'm not going to waste being petty with your pathetic ass. I was like, what you said is literally just petty. She's like, that's because I'm giving it what you want. I was like, what the fuck are you right now? Like, how many voices are speaking to me? Is it one
You're
or is it
becoming hysterical.
50? Basically. Like, it was such the most, like, contradictory conversation. The greatest, like, Stephen Hawking, that's why Stephen Hawking died. I told him about the conversation. He just fucking broke.
His ALS got to him after.
He crashed.
Like, I'm sorry to the world. I'm sorry to the community.
All the TNT detonating all at once crashed his
I'm
Minecraft.
sorry.
All of his RAM.
To the entire math and science community that I killed Stephen Hawking, but I needed the
We griefed
genius.
his Minecraft house and he cried.
No,
That's
I
so
needed
executed.
someone of at least decent intelligence to tell this to confirm that I'm not the bad guy in this situation. Like, I need you to
Well,
think
alright,
about
let's be real.
Okay.
We are the bad guys.
Yeah. No.
I griefed the fucking Minecraft
Let's set
house.
this straight. If you're not the villains, you're at least chaotic neutral.
We're
No.
chaotic evil.
Okay.
I wouldn't even go on chaotic.
evil.
Not only that.
Okay, no. Tyler is chaotic evil.
I
Oh,
want
I'm
you-
absolutely chaotic evil.
I want you to think about what happens in Minecraft on a daily basis. Things are erased. Countries are fallen in Minecraft. Entire empires dashed away in a night.
I fucked somebody in Minecraft once.
Such sin is committed, and what I did was
I was 10 years old.
I got rid of supplies that they could have gotten back within days. I erased like nothing but the front of their houses. We killed a few animals. I want you to think of like the level of sin that I am compared to these like... I am on the first ring of hell while these people are dwelling within the ninth. And these two idiots, these two autistic fuckers have the audacity to come to me and call me childish while they threaten suicide upon themselves because I greased half of their house. I want you to think I'm not even like in...
Wow, yeah,
I
don't
didn't
give
even-
me any of the credit, faggot.
I'm not... Tyler... we didn't even shake hands with Satan, which I'm mad with. I couldn't understand if like nothing was left.
He wasn't answering my calls.
I couldn't understand if there was like one pile of shit. If there was nothing in this village, with everything was erased, like nothing is like dashed away, and the only thing left was like one pile of sand to mark this pathetic shit of a village. I can understand that, but no, there are still buildings. There are signs. Like I even made like the ruins stand
There
here.
are scars on the earth that remain of this place.
I could understand if we dashed away everything they built, but there are still scars, pathetic, idiotic scars, and that's not even there. They might move servers because we did this. They might change their location entirely.
Not only that, but I left a calling card that also insulted the shit out of them.
Tyler left a Persona 5 calling card, but I want you to understand the level of pettiness these people are getting to. They're going so deep into the rabbit hole.
Oh,
that
I also
can't
killed
even.
all their bunnies.
Alice can't fucking pull them back out. Yes, you killed her bunnies, but Alice can't pull these fuckers back out. They're having tea with a Mad Hatter and they're glued to those fucking chairs for eternity. We cannot pull them out. And they have the audacity to look at me and call me the asshole. And these two assholes sitting next to me have the audacity to call me the bad guy in this situation.
You used audacity 3 times.
My-
in that sentence.
You have the audacity to stand at my feet and look at this man in this chair and call me the sin. It is still there, and you can hear me. I know you can't even though I'm away from the mic. You guys stand at my feet and call me the sinner when you look at this Tower of Babylon screeching at God, saying that he will come and smite him. I want you to look at me eating my watermelon in my shit hut or enjoying the pleasures of life and look at this fucker and call me chaotic neutral.
I wish there was a video podcast because
There is not.
Austin is
I am standing
up.
in the middle of the room pointing like I'm some Shakespearean thespian. Don't point that shit at me. I know that can hear me, and I know that can hear me. I know that I am not being dwelled or diluted by any of these sound waves.
Austin, you're a
Yes.
faggot.
That includes the Austin Rants part of the podcast.
I'm not done.
Now we're gonna-
Sin continues.
Thank you all for tuning in.
My Arcana has hit rank 10. We have hit max.
Please like and subscribe.
I stand on my
if you want
mountain
to.
screeching to that.
If you can even handle us at this point,
I-
thanks for watching. We
I
love you all.
am more
Wait.
Please, God.
Thank you and
Fuck you.
Please also check the description for our Discord link, which in which you can ask us questions. Also,
Ask me questions. I'll link you in Discord, and then we can rant about this for another hour.
Austin is also gay. Please end the podcast.
That's it.
No, I wasn't. He was the one who called you chaotic evil, or at least called.
Dun, dun,
evil.
dun.
You
The Holocaust was a
in
lie.
passive silence, agreeing as you sin.
I mean, I did, but
You're as bad as a Roman soldier. You're a Judas.
oh my god,
You are Judas to this podcast. So go fuck yourself.
That was like a fucking golden moment, and also that's gonna be a pain in the ass to edit.
Edit? What do you mean? You're not going to edit anything.